Now, this is some big news. The fact that Disney and Universal are teaming up with this lawsuit to finally put an end to AI for good. And let me remind you that it went from Will Smith eating spaghetti, which started it all. It was DAL-E. I made a video back then where AI art went from a trend to a controversy. And I did make a video predicting that AI is going to make like falsehoods of these politicians or governors making these false statements, even though that wasn't really them or him or her that made these statements, but in fact a computer that resembled that exact same person. But the tough part is that some people cannot identify that as a computer generated image or a computer generated video from that person because they think it looks real. And there is a tweet about this woman that went to court to sue the engine that made the false picture that ruined her reputation. I forgot what it was. I don't know if I could find that tweet, but if you were on Twitter, you probably saw it. She went to court and there was a picture, an AI generated picture of her that was naked, but it wasn't really her. It was a computer generated photo of that woman. And she went to court to sue the engine for defamation, slander, and sexual harassment, rightfully so. Like, imagine a computer that can generate the voice that you can make. That computer can generate words that you don't consider yourself remembering saying that, but people will think that that was you, but really it was a computer that made those statements for you. And it's scary, really. I predicted this like 2, maybe 3 years ago about that video about the AI memes of the presidents playing Minecraft or what was it, CSGO, and now it has become an issue, and a large majority of people aren't taking this to account, that this could be a weapon to destroy someone's reputation. With the tweet being made by Gary Marcus, it says, bomb drop, the Disney and Universal lawsuit again, Midjourney, that Adral and I and for total of our January 2024 at IEEE Spectrum research study on visual plagiarism has been filed. Now, so far I've gotten a picture of one page of the lawsuit. There are a total of 110 pages, with this one saying chapter 123, I'm assuming, where it says Midjourney has faced widespread criticism for copying, publicly displaying, and distributing images of copyrighted works, including images of plaintiffs' copyrighted works. AI researcher Gary Marcus and film artist Reed Southen, however you pronounce your name, published a research article detailing how Midjourney generates copyrighted works. Midjourney version 6.0 generated images that were copies of stills from Disney's movie Avengers Infinity War. Gary Marcus and Reed Southen, Jesus. Generative AI has a visual plagiarism problem. Experiments with Midjourney and DAL-E 3, okay, so that's the third one, show a copyrighted minefield. IEEE Spectrum, January 6, 2024, with the link being shown there. You can clearly see the difference between the movie and in Midjourney. On the left, you see screenshots that actually happened in the movie, and on the right, those are images that are showing a film that's generated from the engine that didn't happen in the movie. And also for information, the page of the document was a tweet being made by Reed. Now, he made a follow-up tweet where he said, in the Disney lawsuit, 10 pages are dedicated to citing the work we did, and in pursuit of this evidence, Midjourney banned me 3 times and updated their terms of service. The first ban encouraged me to dig a lot deeper, so I'd like to congratulate CEO David Holes on his massive unforced error. I just want to add that it really took them this long, especially Disney, because y'all remember that whole trend where people were making AI generated like false movie posters. Like there was one with Hitler, there was one with Biggie Smalls getting shot, there was one with George Floyd. I know, it's crazy, right? Like that was the most like offensive time period to live in. Like people using DAL-E, not even DAL-E, Midjourney to make these false Disney movie posters for the sake of shit posting. Like they couldn't Photoshop, they couldn't do like any edit, nothing. Just an AI generated image just to follow the trend, just to be humorous. Like that's the sad reality, okay? Instead of making something on your own, you let a machine do it for you, which is like legit an extended, like an advanced way of saying like you're lazy to try and have a couple laughs, essentially. And even more exciting news, ChatGPT is down this morning, but it was said on June 10th and today's the 12th, so I was late for 2 days. And it says hundreds of people are reporting issues with the AI chatbot OpenAI is investigating. Now, I don't know who did it. But thank you. I also want to say that I am grateful that I have not used ChatGPT like in forever. I didn't use it during high school. I didn't use it during college. It was just all either Google or just straight from the dome. And I'm glad that I have not used AI to generate any image. Sure, I will admit I did use DAL-E, and I was morbidly curious to see how the engine works. At the time, it was funny to poke fun at computers that draw a picture very poorly and not even good by memory. But then now, 2 years later, we have computers that are taking over jobs, that are making these falsehood videos of politicians or like actors saying these things or doing these things. And it's crazy, really. I mean, there's no other word that could describe like how I feel about AI. And it's really, I mean, the only thing I could say is that it's disgusting. The fact that you can let a computer take over a hobby, for example, like drawing or animation per se, and it looks lifeless. Like, you guys remember that video of the woman that had an apparent kangaroo as an emotional support animal, but that video was actually AI. Like, the majority of the people that saw that video didn't even listen to the audio, and in that video they weren't even speaking clear English. There was no language in there. It was just a bunch of gibberish that the computer generated. Like, the action looked real, but the language didn't make any sense. Okay, and it's sad, really, because I would legit be tricked into saying, "Oh, look, that picture looks kind of funny," and then community notes would step in, or somebody would make a quote tweet saying that it's AI generated, and then I would have to look at the picture again or watch the video again just to see like how fake it looks. And like, I feel fooled, tricked into thinking that, oh, this is real, but it's not, and it's scary. And I don't think people are taking this serious, but this is going to harm you. Regardless if you think that it's not going to happen to you, it will. So that's why we got to fight back, and that's why we got to be thankful that Disney and Universal are suing Midjourney and DAL-E to be shut down forever. Again, imagine a computer generating you making a crime that you didn't commit, although in the computer that generated that video looked real, just so the jury and the judge convinces everybody in the court that you committed this crime, even though you weren't active in it and it was all just an AI generated video. Nobody wants that to happen, and not even me or you or anybody. So please, wake up. And I apologize for my brothers that are watching shit posts on Instagram Reels. So that's all I gotta say for today's video. This is a video that I wanted to make. I'll leave two of the videos that I did mention of me talking about AI, where it went from a trend to a controversy, and my prediction that I did say about 2 years ago of the AI generated memes of the presidents playing Minecraft or CSGO. Those will be in the description. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about the video. This is Wolf.Gray. Peace.